I'm Gia. I'm IT security manager for Veros Credit. We're an auto finance company. The company didn't have a SOC, so we need some visibility into our infrastructure to protect critical data. At Veros Credit, we recognize there's a gap in our security monitoring. We have the limit capability of doing incident response or doing a security operations or monitoring and so on. So that's why we engage in our previous partner for that purpose. Previous provider make me frustrated. Why? Why frustrated? They failed the pen test. Pen testing is to see, one, if all your technology in place, does it work? And the provider that you sign with, do they get the signal? And you always test your infrastructure team to say how they react. Does a threat actor tell you when they're gonna attack your network? No. So you got to keep always being proactive by testing the stuff out. Make sure it's functioned properly and make sure your provider is monitoring for malicious activity and your infrastructure team is ready to isolate the host, or your provider isolate the host on your behalf. I need somebody that will see, this is not a test, it could be a threat, let's act on it. But they never act on it, they never call or anything. So that's why I started searching for a new security provider. That's how I could stumble upon eSentire Black Hat. To have a partner in eSentire, one, you have a 24/7 SOC that constantly monitor your traffic, going across your endpoints alert, and so on. They have everything in place. I like their escalation point that I can do updating the portal. You need to have 24/7 by 365 visibility of what's going on your server or what's going on at the endpoint level. So that's why it's important to have a partner that you can trust. And I believe that eSentire is a good choice if you ever look for a new security provider, because they have the expertise, the knowledge, and the technology in place to help you cover those gaps or those deficiencies within the organization, especially having visibility into your environment. Security these days is not an IT stuff. It's a business risk that a business have to answer to the board and to their consumer. Don't look at security as a dollar and cents. Be proactive so you don't have to be reactive. So that's why it's important to invest in a company you can trust, that no one will have your back. So if you have a breach, they can stop it. If my boss said, how come eSentire is quiet? I said, they're doing their job. Trust me. If you want me tested, I can test them. So that's how I do it, to show the value.